See, well, straight away, instead of going ahead and having the discussion, well, I would say that the best thing here would be that if you can tell me that what are the questions right now that you have, right? Because I think that's the best way. So if you have any
Actually,
question about,
mhm.
yeah, any question, whether it's on faith or
Okay,
it's on
wait,
anything
I'm
related.
not going straight.
Hmm.
I'm not going straight forward to questions. Imamul, I have sent him some verses. Imamul Bhai told me that in Quran, there has been two things, like some ayats and some for historical context, and some are principles. So I got confused. How should we get those things? What is historical or what is principle? And I think the context confuses me. Not me. Some of my fellow friends actually who are not sophisticated and who are not that much into like critically understanding everything. So I happen to see and read and listen to some of you guys who always say that it's metaphorical, it has a better explanation. So sometimes the explanation confuses me, and top of that, I see some wild people also uses those controversial verses out of context and used to criticize Islam. So the other day I got a question that it's so easy to use those verses out of context because it was written in the form of like in modern time. If you analyze those verses, those verses ought to ought to happen to be like controversial in today's modern world.
Give me an
I have
example.
sent him a lot of verses.
Give me
Actually,
an
I
example.
usually read them.
Give me an example.
There has been
Let
a
me
lot of
interrupt you, bhai. Samim bhai, let me interrupt you. I have clearly said this to you. Suppose you are using a verse where there is a verse in Quran ki saying ki kill the disbeliever. Okay. So I said ki bro, you cannot take it literally. You cannot go outside and started killing people who are non-Muslim. So it cannot happen. So you have to use the context,
Imam,
right?
hold on, hold on. Let him speak. Let me answer. Let me understand what he's coming from. That's no problem, right? You continue. What are we saying?
uh,
Can you tell me an ayat that you're saying that is out of context that you're having
like
difficulty?
like for example, starting from beginning, in Quran 3.85, it goes like, whoever seeks a religion other than Islam, it will never be accepted of him, and in the hereafter he will be one of the losers. Isn't it correct?
Yes, if you're
Whoever
reading it
seeks a
from the
religion
Quran,
other
yeah,
than Islam.
yeah, that's fine. So what's the objection on it?
uh, no objection, but like it's like giving an ultimatum that like it doesn't inviting me. If I have another ideology, it's not inviting me. It's always giving me an ultimatum and then conclusion that if you seek another ideology, then you are a loser. If I'm not.
So I'll give an example here. It's a very simple example. I'm driving. All right. I want to go to. I
Mm.
actually live in Kashmir, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I was once thinking of driving all the way to Kanyakumari. Kanyakumari is the
Uh-huh.
another tip of India. So,
Mhm.
I know the road from Kashmir to Delhi, but from Delhi onwards, I do not know the which highway goes there. So when I
Mhm.
reached Delhi, right now there's a person. So I'm on the road and I asked a person that is this which road is going to Kanyakumari, right? So I think
Mhm.
that the road on the left side, there are two roads now, right? I'm at a crossroad. So one road, let's
Mhm.
name it road A, and another is road B. I think
Mhm.
that road B will take me to Kanyakumari. I don't have any proof, nothing, but I just feel that maybe the road B will take me to Kanyakumari. And now there is a person
Mhm.
coming right there. This person can be Google Maps, it could be anything, but I'm just saying an entity or a person there standing.
Mhm.
He's saying that, you got to take road A. If you take road A, you will reach Kanyakumari. If you take road B, you are just wasting your time. It's going to be a disaster. And on top of it, there is a danger on this road,
Mhm.
right? So
Mhm.
if I trust this person, right? If I trust this person,
Mhm.
that this person is trustworthy, or it all depends on the how much convinced I am from this person. So even if then I'm wrong in going taking the road B, when I think that okay, he should allow me to, go on road B, right? But if I think that this person he knows more than me, right? This person knows much better than me. Don't you think it will be logical to go ahead and follow what this person says, follow the road that he tells me to go through? That's going to take me to my destination. It's logical answer, right? Because this person is telling me take road A, it will take you to Kanyakumari. You get my point? What I'm saying?
Hmm.
So what
But
we
it does.
no, hold on. Let me finish. I'm not done yet.
Sorry,
So,
sorry.
so what we say is the first thing is the human being, right? What you're actually doing is you're making an assumption first, right? I'll tell you what the assumption there is that you have. The first thing here is what is the purpose of human beings' existence? Why do we exist instead of not non-existing? See, it's not enough for us to know that there is God. Is God there? Then the question is the God? Why should I worship God? For example, if you say that okay, there is God out there, right there. He created this universe. That's an entity X, for example. Why should I go ahead and worship the God? That's the second question. So if we do not go ahead and understand the purpose of the existence of human beings, why does the life exist here on this earth, we will have confusions and questions will be all over the place, right? So the thing here is that the purpose of our existence, first we need to know that. If we know the purpose of our existence, why are we here? What's our purpose in this life? What are we doing, right? Why are we here? Why do we even exist, right? So why are we there? So if we know, it's like I've given this example before. It's like you're in a car. All of a sudden, you find yourself in a moving train. You just wake up. You do not know what happened yesterday. Your previous memory is erased. You find yourself in a train, right? And all of a sudden, you wake up and then look around. You see there is a person having an ice cream. There is a family having a conversation. There is an old man there sleeping. What questions are you going to ask? You're going to ask, where is this train going, right? You're going to ask the question, who am I? Where I came from? Why am I here? Who are these people? Who are these people around me? So if we know this, so this is like, you yourself found alive in this world, in this universe, right? So these questions should be there. Why am I here? Why do I exist instead of not? If you get the answer, this question that you said that, if it's an ultimatum being given to me, that if you do not accept this, then you're going to be doomed. It's not it's not somebody is commanding you like this. It's informing you, just like the news informs you that if you take this road, National Highway 1, there is a traffic jam on it. Don't go there. Take this road, right? Now, if you're trusting this news agency that's giving you this information, that person is your well-wisher. He is stopping you from taking the wrong road. He's telling you to go to the right road. That's your success going to be on this road. So if we know the purpose for existence, why do we exist, and who is the all-knower who gives you all the information, then this verse, this ayat, that's telling you that if you accept Islam, that's where your salvation, your success lies. This will be easier for you to understand. You get my point, what I'm saying? So it's not that, now you say that, now the assumption here, another assumption. So there are many things that we can approach this, right? Another thing that you can say that, okay, I'm making an assumption that I have a choice to make, right? God has given me choice. So if I'll tell you a question, very simple. You have a choice to make, right? This or that. But tell me, do you know swimming? Yes or no? Do you know how
Yeah,
to swim?
yeah, I
You know,
know, I know.
there's a person, he does not know. Okay, let me give another example. No swimming. There is fire in front of you, right? There is a fire, a wood of fire, a firewood. You have a choice to go ahead and put your hand in it. There's a choice, but you will not put. Why will you not put your hand in that fire? Why? Because you know that my hand will get burned. But I said that you have a choice to make. All right, you have a choice to drink poison. Will you drink? No, you will not drink. Why? Because you know its consequences are going to be bad, right? So you have experienced that consequence. You have experienced that. Maybe how you know, maybe borrowed history or whatever. We know that if I drink poison, but I can drink milk. I give you two glasses. One has poison. One has milk. One has water, for example, right? Non-poisonous substance. So you have a choice. I say you have a choice. You say I will not never drink poison. I say why not drink poison? You say its consequences are I'm going to die. So you make that choice consciously. Now there are certain things that you do not know about, for example, that are far away from us. For example, do you know lying is bad? If you tell a lie, do you consider lying a bad thing?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you
Lying is a
con
bad
do,
thing.
do, do you consider dishonesty a bad thing?
Yes, dishonesty
It's
is
not a
also a
bad thing.
bad thing.
So if we do those bad things, right, but we do not see their consequences. If I tell a lie, I do not get a mouth ulcer. I don't see its consequences happening. There are many things, their consequences will happen later on. They are not immediate. The physical things that we do, you drink a poison, consequences are right there. You experienced it, you'll not do it. Certain things, their consequences are delayed. Their consequences will come later on, like telling the lie, like being dishonest, right? Unnecessarily killing someone. So the circle goes broader, right? Killing an innocent person. The consequences are going to come later on. So now you do not know, you're not sure whether the consequences are there or not. Now there is an all-knowing entity, right? All-knowing, who knows more than everything. Your creator, we call. The attribute of your creator is all-knower. He knows everything. So he tells you about the future. He tells you that if you're going to take this path, it's going to be wrong. And if you take the path of Islam, that's going to be a success. So he's not a threat. It's just informing you about it. It's informing you the future event. It's informing you that if you make the wrong choice, like drinking a poison, you know you're going to die. And in the same way, if you're going to make a choice which is non-Islamic, it's informing you that's going to be a wrong choice. You get my point? So it's informing you. Now it's still telling you, just like you have a poison in front of you, you have a choice to make, but you'll never do that. You will never say that I have a choice to make, right? I can drink it still, because you talk about consequences of the choice. So we have choices to make, but what are the consequences of the choice? Right, so we and the nature should be in harmony with the choices. Nature does not make wrong choices itself. They make right choices, and those choices are in sync and harmony from the creator. With human beings, yes, we have been given the free will, but the free will doesn't mean that you drink poison. Free will doesn't mean that you throw yourself in the water if you don't know swimming because you're going to drown. Free will does not mean that you're going to put yourself in fire because you're going to get burnt. Because with all the physical things, the consequences are going to be immediate. With the moral things, abstract things, consequences are going to be delayed. So you have an all-knowing entity telling you which path to make, right? If you trust the entity, if you trust that entity, that this is my well-wisher, this entity I trust, this news source I trust, this person that I met on the road at the crossroad, I trust this person, you will follow what he says even if you don't understand, for example, right? So you'll follow what he's saying, right? And then you have the life of bliss, for example. You will then say that, like we say in the Quran, it says, وَجُوهٌ يَوْمَئِذٍ مُسْفِرَةٌ. There will be faces on that day, they'll be happy. ضَاحِكَةٌ مُسْتَبْشِرَةٌ. They will be happy, they'll be laughing. And they say that, really the choice we made was in harmony with the choice our Creator wanted us to make. Right? This is eternal life. This is the life of bliss we have right now. You got the answer. You get my point, what I'm trying to tell you. So,
but I wouldn't even touch fire. I wouldn't even drink poisons if I'm religious or I'm not praying or reading Quran.
No,
yeah, that's it. Okay,
you got the point.
I can still have a life, Yeah, I got your point.
You got the point. Yeah, that's the point. So it's not. You do need. I'm not saying that there are not threats in the Quran. I'm not saying that. There are threats many times in the Quran, but threat is there required. See, if the government, if the country we're living in, for any country you live in, there are laws and regulations. They say that if you go ahead and steal, we're going to put you in jail. If you break the traffic rule, we're going to go ahead and fine you. Say, okay, why are you threatening me? I have a free choice. I want to drive the car on the right side of the road. No, it says, sir, for the harmony, you have to drive on the left. You say, I have a free choice. You say, no, you got to follow the law, sir. Otherwise, we're going to put you in jail. You say, why are you threatening me? Threat is required to put order in the society. In the same way, if there is anything that's threat, it is required. The jails are required there, right? It's required. A threat is required. If there is no threat, there cannot be an order.